All right, welcome guys to another evening of Ballet Strong. What I would like to do tonight, because I can feel that some people are a little bit tired and wanting a bit more of a recovery-based workout. So what we're going to do is a lot more mobility work tonight as opposed to strength work. A couple of things I would suggest having for this workout, and you can pause the video if you're watching this after the fact, is a yoga block or a book or something that you can hold in your hands that's going to create some resistance. Have a TheraBand as well, and then your mat, water bottle, towel, all that usual stuff, okay? So we will start with our normal mobility circuit just to get a little bit of a warm-up going, and then we're going to get into some more stretching mobility work throughout the rest of the 45 minutes, all right? So, coming onto our mat, starting with our feet out in front, hands behind, feet shoulder width apart, and push our hips up, and come back down. Do this 10 times. Up, down. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Coming over into push-up position. Hands directly beneath our shoulders. Nice, strong, long position. Glutes are engaged. Pushing back into a downward facing dog. And coming back to push-up position. Going for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Walking your feet forward. Coming down into a squat position, trying to get a nice long position through our backs, heels are on the ground. Placing our hands onto the floor, you're going to pike up and then come back to a squat. Coming up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Rolling up slowly. Guys, no one can see me. A little bit there. Good. Coming into a nice wide second position, parallel, going over to one side and lunging all the way across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Coming down onto the mat. Kneeling position, pushing as far forward into that front knee as we can. Then when we stretch this back leg, it's like you're trying to push your heel away from your front leg, but we're not trying to lift the knee off the ground, we're just trying to stretch the knee. Okay, so we're not coming up, just trying to extend that leg backwards. All right, so going for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Swapping sides. Pushing forward into that front leg. Stretching out through the hip flexor. Going for 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Coming up to a standing position, starting with our feet shoulder width apart. We're going to rotate through the tops of our legs, lifting up through our belly button. Our sternum is getting nice and tall. We're going to roll chin to chest. Then we're slowly just going to roll down towards the ground. As far down as you can. Placing palms onto the floor if you can. Stay there for a few seconds. And then you're going to slowly roll back up. Here we go again. Rotating through the tops of the legs. Lifting up through your belly button. Chin to chest, slowly rolling down. And then slowly rolling back up. Last one, slowly rolling down. This time we're going to place the hands onto the floor. And we're going to bend one knee, stretching the other knee, and just alternate back and forth. Stretch and bend, back and forth, side to side. One leg, the other. One leg, the other, back and forth. Just working into that full extension of the legs. As you're down there, try and pull yourself a little bit closer to your legs. So we're getting as close as we can with our body. As we come back to our neutral position, slowly rolling up, setting our shoulders on top. Okay, the first stretch, such that we're going to do, you're going to place this yoga block onto the ground. And what you're going to do is place one foot just the top of your toes, so from the metatarsal all the way to the toe. You're going to place that onto that yoga block, or onto your cushion or your book, whatever it is that you have. And then you're going to sit back onto that foot, gently. You don't want to go crazy with this one. We're going to get a bit of a stretch through the ankle. Okay? If you can take a lot more stretch, obviously go more into that one. But the goal here is to just get the toes onto the block. You're going to sit back onto that foot, and we're going to hold that for 30 seconds. Okay? So we're starting in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Sitting back onto that stretch through the ankle. Keep going. Good. Coming back gently out of that stretch. Swapping to the other foot. Placing the other foot just the tops of the toes onto your block, or your cushion. And then sitting back onto that ankle for another 30 seconds. Here we go. Good. Come on to that stretch. We're going to grab our TheraBand. You're going to sit up nice and tall. One leg is going to be extended out to the front. You're going to wrap the TheraBand around your foot, so just beneath your toes, so you have a flexed foot position. You're going to bring that band around the underside of your leg to the outside, and you're going to rotate that leg. So it's an external rotation. I'll do that one more time. Band in front of you, pulling it to the outside of your leg, underneath your leg, both sides of it, underneath your leg, and change hands. Good. Now what we're going to do is you're going to pull that leg up and back down. We're going to do this 10 times. So going up to your maximum position, trying to keep your body upright, flexing your foot as much as you can, lifting the leg all the way up as high as you can, and back down. Going for 1 and 2, making sure your back is nice and straight. 3, 4, keep the foot flexed, stretch your knee as much as you can. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Swap into your other foot. Bring the band out. Wrap it around the other toes. Hold your band to the outside of the leg, underneath the leg, and then swap hands. And rotate the leg, turning out. Lifting the leg up. Going for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Coming back to the other foot, this time you're going to lie down on your mat. You're going to do the same position. You're going to wrap that band around the outside of the leg, pulling it around underneath the leg. You're going to lie down, and you're going to pull that foot towards your head, and we're going to hold this position for 30 seconds. Okay, so finding that rotation, lying down to the ground, rotating the leg, stretching the knee as much as you can, and holding the position. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, here we go. As you're stretching, always remember that you can take a deep breath in through your nose, and as you exhale through your mouth, you bring that a little bit farther into the stretch. Using the breath, using the distraction of the exhale to allow you to increase the intensity of the stretch. 3, 2, 1. Swapping sides, bringing the band onto the other foot. Again, wrapping the band around the outside of the leg, changing hands, bringing that back towards your head as you stretch out the other side. Starting at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good, slowly releasing. Take a 30-second rest. Bend your knees so we're coming out of that extended position of the hamstring. Just relax in this position. Allow your back to relax on the floor. Take a few deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Good. Coming up, we're going to roll to our side, placing one hand onto our wrist, and rolling out to the side. You're going to bring your legs into a side split. Doesn't matter how far you can get into this position. If you can get flat, go for it. If not, don't worry too much about it. We're going to your extension, so wherever your maximum is. Okay? What you're going to do is you're going to grab a cushion or a block or something similar. You're going to put that straight above your head. And then you're going to rotate away from the leg that you're bending to. Okay, so if we're going to bend towards our right leg, we're rotating our whole body to our left. And then we're bending over towards that right leg, coming back up, and back to neutral. Rotate away from the leg, bending over, coming up, and back to neutral. We're going to do this 3 more times. Rotate away, and up. Neutral. Last one. Rotate, bend, back up, and neutral. Bringing the arms down, crossing your right arm across if you bent over to your right leg, reaching the left arm up, and staying over and holding the stretch for 30 seconds. Good. Returning back up, grabbing the block, reaching above your head, rotate towards the other side, and bend. Back up to neutral, rotate, and bend over. And up, rotate. 2 more. And last one. Good. Your left arm across your body, right arm up, reaching over towards your left leg. And coming back up. Good. From here, you're going to place your hands flat onto the floor, and you're going to slowly walk yourself forward. Okay, going as far forward as we can, until we get to the place where we can't go any farther. You're going to hold in that position for 30 seconds. So walk as far forward as you can, and we're going to stay there. Good, slowly walk yourself back up. Excellent work. Grab, if you have around at home, grab a sock. Put it on your foot. Okay, because we're going to need to slide in this next one. You have a setup like I do. You've got some sliders, you can use those. I would also suggest that you grab a chair for support. Okay, so a slider of some sort, or a sock that you can put on your foot so that you can slide. A dish towel will also work. Alright, but you need to find something that will allow you to slide forward and something that will give you support as well. So what we're going to do in this one is you're going to kneel on that leg. You're going to tuck your toes at the back, so you're kneeling. You're going to stretch your front foot out to the front. You can have 2 chairs, you can have 1 chair, whatever it is that you need. You're going to slide forward as far as you can. You're going to slide back up. Okay. Sliding forward as far as you can. And then sliding back up. So we're getting a little bit of strength work in this because we have to return from that stretch. Right, we're also getting stretch by going as far as we can. And make sure that your back leg is staying perfectly turned in. Okay, so we don't want to have any external rotation to turn out in the back leg. Right. If you need 2 chairs, go ahead and grab a second chair or something that you can use. Alright, so keeping that back leg tucked, using the slider or a sock, we're going to slide as far out as we can. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and coming back. Going again, sliding out, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and coming back. Last one, sliding out, going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And for those of you who do have the flexibility to do this quite easily, you're going to lift one arm up, then you're going to bend back. And we're going to hold that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sliding back up. Other side. Placing the foot onto the slider, or onto your mat, or onto the sock, whatever it is that you need to slide. Using that support, sliding out. Keeping the back toes tucked, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and coming back up. Again, sliding out, going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, coming back up. Last one, going down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lifting the same arm up, and going back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and coming back up. All right, if you're not able to do that last part yet, that's perfectly fine. Just work on the first slide out, okay? As we get into that back bend, what we're doing is we're opening up through the hip flexor and getting into the psoas. So the psoas is the muscle that connects the hip flexors, the hips, hip joints and pelvis to the spine, okay? If we didn't have a psoas, one part would be doing its own thing while the other does something else, okay? This is what connects the body. So it does get overworked, it does get quite tight. And by opening that up, we're able to release a lot of that tension. It's also going to release quite a bit of back tension as well. So if you can get in and release your psoas, even if you need a physio to do it, get in there and get it done, all right? Good, next challenge. This one is going to be a little bit of a challenge, especially if you have any blood pressure issues, so be careful with this one if you do have blood pressure issues. Now, the key here is that you don't want to come back up very quickly, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to place a chair behind you. You're going to kneel in front of that chair. And you can go as little or as much as you want to, but the chair is there as your maximum. Okay, so you're not going to go past the chair. What we're going to do is you're going to reach up, and you're going to go back, bending backwards as far as you can. If your head touches the chair, great. But what we're trying to do is create a lift through the thoracic spine. Okay, so we're not bending a lot, just bending enough to go up and back. If you do have the flexibility to go all the way to that chair or that couch that you have behind you, great. But be very careful coming back up, don't rush. Okay? So we're going to go back for 3 seconds, going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, up and back. Going 3, 2, 1, and back up. Again. Slowly come up, yeah, because we're going to get that head rush. Going back 3, 2, 1, and slowly up. We have 3 more rounds. Here we go, slowly back. 3, 2, and up. 2 more. Slowly back, going 3, 2, and up. Last one. Going back. Good. Okay. A little rest. Shake it out. I was able to get to the chair at the end, so I'm happy with that. It took me all 5 reps to get to the chair, but I got there. Alright, so as we do this, one of the things that we're trying to achieve as well is keeping our hips in line. So I'm sure my hips went back a little bit as I did this. As you get more flexible, you'll be able to keep your hips exactly where they are and reach up and go backwards. Okay, that's the goal. Can be achieved at any age. Age doesn't have barrier here. Okay, good. Next stretch we're going to do, we're going to get into the glute a little bit. Right? So we have a couple of options with this one. You can use a couch, you can use the floor, you can use a chair. It doesn't matter what you're using, but we need to be able to open the knee out to the side and then bend forward. Okay? So, easiest version of this exercise is going to be putting your foot up on a chair. Open the knee out to the side, bending forward. That's the easiest version. It's going to create quite a stretch through the glute. All right. Next challenge will be coming down to the ground. Just opening that knee out to the side and creating a bit of a stretch here. The most challenging version is that we're going to stretch that back leg out, like we're going to the splits, and open that hip all the way out. Now when we do this, we want to make sure that we're not just sitting on the side that's open. We're actually trying to keep our weight in the center, back leg turned in. You get a stretch through our glutes. Okay? So we're going to do this for 30 seconds. Once we all get into the position. Again, if you need to do it on the chair, placing your foot on the chair, opening the knee out to the side, away from the foot, and then bending slightly forward. Okay? Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, good. Right, out of the stretch. Swapping sides. Open the other knee up. Other leg behind you or other leg on the chair. Getting into the position and staying for 30 seconds. Good. Coming off of that stretch. Sitting down. Stretching one leg out to the front. Other foot is going to cross over the leg. Reaching the hand across your knee. And then rotating away, getting rotation, stretching the spine. We're going to hold this for 30 seconds as well. Good. Swapping sides. Other leg stretch out to the front. Foot across. Reach your arm across that knee. And rotate in the opposite direction. Try to find that full rotation through your spine so you can almost look like you're looking over your back shoulder. Hold for 30 seconds. Good. Coming back. We're going to stand up. You're going to grab that band that we had before. What you're going to do is you're going to stand on part of it, like this. All right? So step back, so you're sinking. So you're going to stand on the band. We want to have in our hand that's grabbing onto it, we want to have a bit of tension in this side. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to bend over towards the band, and then bend in the opposite direction. Bending towards the band, bend in the opposite direction. Bend towards the band, then all the way in the opposite direction. So one arm is behind my head, one arm is holding onto the band. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of a strength movement here, but we're also stretching through both sides of the back. Okay? So because we've done a lot of that stretching, we have to reconnect the stability as well. Right? So hand behind your head, grabbing onto the band, bending towards the band first, and then away in the opposite direction. All the way over towards the band, away in the opposite direction. That's 2. You do 10. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8, 9, and 10. Good. And back to the other side. Standing on the band with the other foot. Other hand behind your head, feeling tension already in that band. Bending over, and all the way up. 1, 2. Call this the T-bone exercise. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're going to find the wall. So you're going to go up to that wall. You're going to face the wall. Your arm is going to go against the wall like this. And you're going to turn away from that wall, since your arm is extended behind you. Pulling a stretch through your chest. So if you're still sore from push-ups from the other day, you should feel quite a stretch in this one. And again, we're going to hold this for 30 seconds. Good, turning around, swapping sides, so place that arm out to the side, flat against the wall, rotating away on the arm. Alright, we're going to go moving into our hands. Okay, so we're going to stretch out through our forearms and our wrists a little bit, get some mobility in there. So coming down again, kneeling, you're going to place your hands onto the mat, but your fingers are going to be facing you. So facing this way, hands are going onto the mat, and then you're going to sit back and press your palms of your hands into the floor. So you should be feeling a stretch through the front of the forearm as we do this stretch. We're going to hold that for 30 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn the hands over and do the same thing. So you're now going to grab a fist. You're going to rotate your fist into the floor. So the front of your hand should be trying to get onto the ground. So not going this way. So it's almost like you're trying to be in this position. So I'm kneeling this way, like that. And then pushing into that position. Holding that for 30 seconds. Good. Last one. You're going to go in the opposite direction, so you're going to try and bring your hands up, facing this way. And then again, you're going to push against that. Good. Bring your arm up above your head, grabbing your elbow, stretching out through your tricep, the back of the arm, holding that position for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you find that your chest is starting to extend, try to pull everything together. So we don't want to have any type of extension through the rib cage. Pull the rib cage in, hold everything. Okay? Swap to the other side, other arm over, holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Standing up, feet shoulder width apart, rotating to the tops of your legs, slowly rolling down towards the ground, placing hands onto the ground, allowing your back to relax, allow the weight of your head pull you down towards the floor. Then you're just going to wrap your arms above your head and gently swing back and forth, very gently. Slowly allow your arms to unfold back to the ground, rolling up from that position. When we get to the top, you're going to close your eyes, and we're going to do 6 deep breaths in and out through your nose. So we count of 5 in and the count of 5 out. So breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Going in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly open your eyes, feeling nice and stretched out and relaxed and ready to go to sleep. Awesome work, everyone. Good job. How's everyone feeling? Good. Awesome. Go home, get some rest. Oh wait, you're already at home. That's right.